Go.
Hi, my name is Joey Catedra. I am the president of the Cryptozoology Club, and welcome. For those of you who don't know what cryptozoology is, well, let me show you. So, cryptozoology is basically the search/study of animals whose existence is still to be determined. So, one of our most famous examples include, of course, the Mothman, Sasquatch, and most famously, the Loch Ness Monster. So, a lot of people always assume that cryptids are always like going to be like these mythical creatures. When, of course, some of them were proven to be real. One of the most famous examples is fish known as the coelacanth. The coelacanth was once believed to have gone extinct about, let's say, oh no, went
A
back.
long time ago. 65
Yeah, about
million
like
years ago.
65 million years ago with the dinosaurs. But like there were still sightings. That's one of like the most important factors in determining what's cryptids. Like they're thought to their existence is still being determined. But in 1938, a South African museum curator found an actual living specimen proving that these creatures are not exist. And apparently, like they're also like the closest cousins to humans. So cryptids can actually be proven to actually exist. It says it's hard to determine whether or not most of them are either hoaxes, mass speculations, or actual living creatures. Um, so for it's an update. Oh no. Uh, But so for this year, besides talking about cryptids, we'll also be focusing on urban legends such as like the Polybius arcade machine, which existence also is trying to determine whether or not it's real. It's the Polybius quick history about it is that the Polybius arcade machine was like this mass urban legend about how in the 80s there's this arcade machine that was created by the government to experiment mind control. We also be talking about ghosts, such as a famous example is the Winchester Mystery House, which we discussed last year. We also will be talking about aliens, such as the Roswell incident, the Flatwoods Monster. So for this year, we'll have like weekly discussions. We'll have club member research projects, hold fundraisers, and hopefully towards the end of the year, we'll be able to go on our paranormal investigation, which location is still yet to be determined. But that's pretty much what Cryptozoology Club is going to be and how it's going to be focused throughout the year. Our main goal is to talk about what could be behind these reasoning for these creatures, what created the myth, what created the idea of these cryptids. Are they real? Are there more a logical explanation for these creatures? This club isn't just focusing about like mythological creatures, it's focusing on whether or not the debate of whether or not these things could actually exist in our real world.
Awesome. And Joey, if people if they can't sign up at school, how can they get on our list to join the club?
So we'll be putting in announcements. We'll be having a survey, which I plan to put into announcements, and we'll conducting of whether or not which is the best time to be able to join the club, whether or not it's better to be on Zoom, how it will be going forward for this year. We actually asked what you think we should do, what topics should we discuss, whether or not you're actually interested in going on our end of the year paranormal investigation.
Would it be okay if they emailed you as well?
Yes, it'll be fine if you emailed me. Just pull up Joey Catedra on the email on Gmail, and you'll find me. If there's any question or concerns, or you can email Miss Atkin, and she'll get back to me.
Just make sure that heading has Cryptozoology Club.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're looking for. Awesome.
Yes. And if you have any like topics y'all want to discuss or have any suggestions, like I know last year one of our club members talked about SCPs and he did like a whole thing on that. So we're open to anything. If you want to talk about mythology, we can do that. We can talk about your favorite horror movie tropes and etc. This is a club that celebrates love, monsters, and anything unnatural.
Awesome. Come on down to Crypto Club.